Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jackson Aldridge, and today we have a great matchup between Menlo-Atherton and the Half Moon Bay. It's going to be a great matchup. I think it's going to be a pretty close game, two pretty large teams, and I think it's going to be a very physical game. So let's go see what happens. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Menlo-Atherton. It's a pretty chilly night, but I think it's going to be a great game. So first of all, we have two very strong teams. It's Menlo-Atherton versus the Half Moon Bay Cougars, and the tip-off is coming up in just a few seconds right here. So it's both varsity teams. It's going to be a very strong game. Looks like both teams are super hyped up for this game, kind of closing in on the middle of the season right now. You can see here we have the huddle of the Menlo-Atherton Bears. Looks like the Menlo-Atherton Bears have a pretty tall and short team, so mixed different heights. And we have a very tall player on the Half Moon Bay team, number 12 and number 15. They're very tall. And the tip-off is coming up right now. I think there are going to be a lot of mostly driving in towards the hoop, not too many outside shots just because of this height advantage, and the outside shots aren't as high as of a percentage. So we have number 1 and number 12 taking the tip off right here. My guess, number 12 is going to take this one a little bit taller, but we'll see what happens right here. So the ref blows the whistle and everyone gets ready for the first tip off. And it looks like the Menlo-Atherton has won the tip off. Number 4 takes the ball. He's starting to dribble it down the court. He's going down. He's taking on number 3. Probably a couple moves coming here. There we go. Nice handoff to number 13. Now he passes it to number 10. And now he's taking a couple dribbles. There we go. He pushes off a defender, passes it to the outside lane, and now he's dribbling, having some trouble controlling the ball there against number 3. Very tight defense right here by Half Moon Bay. Nice drive. Kicks it around to number 13. Takes a 3. It's going to go in. Oh, a little bit short right there. And look at that. Menlo-Atherton gets the rebound, but then loses it to number 11 on Half Moon Bay, and he takes it down the court, and now they're regrouping on defense. So there we go, passes it off to number 3, dribbling it around, starts to take on number 10, pushes him a little bit with his arm, swaps the ball around to number 12, then the number 1 on the corner, and then, oh, look at these nice cuts by Half Moon Bay, takes a 3, and boom, oh, so close, rattles outside of the rim, passes it off to number 10, and now Menlo-Atherton has the ball. Took a pretty fast dribble down, almost lost his footing, and number 4 takes the 3, and it is in. What a shot by number 4 right there. Amazing hand-eye coordination. And here we go, number 1's taking the ball down the court. It's only 3-0, just started the game. And here we go, number 4 has some very tight defense coming in here. Swings the ball to number 12. Nice ball movement by Half Moon Bay. 15 gets the ball, passes it to number 1. He's stopped by number 4, but then gets rid of it to pass it to number 3. Almost out of bounds, but 11 reaches it and grabs it before it goes out. Now number 12 getting guarded tightly by 23, dribbles into the key, takes a spin move and banks it off the glass into the basket for 2 more points. It is now 3-2, very close game as predicted. Here we go. So number 10 is taking it down the court very slowly. Looks like some sort of play coming up here. Multiple guys are in the key. Probably going to make a couple cuts and some moves. There we go, swings it to number 4. He takes a couple steps, passes it, and then to number 10. Number 10's taking a couple seconds, and now he's going to pass it off to number 1. Now swings it to number 13. Very good ball movement, but very tight defense, almost to half court. Does a pump fake, passes it off to number 1. He takes the 3. Is it going to go in? Oh, swish. Great shot. It's going to be 6-2, 4-point lead for Menlo-Atherton. Number 1 is now dribbling down the court, being tightly guarded by number 4. The fans are into it, and it's a pushing foul on number 4. So it's going to be the first foul of the game right here. It's not going to be any free throws, just out-of-bounds play from the sideline. Actually, my predictions were wrong. Many outside of the key shots here. Many 3s, actually. 2 3s for Menlo-Atherton and a nice layup for Half Moon Bay. And now once again, number 1's being guarded by number 4. Swings it to number 15 in at the corner. Now hands it off and passes it to number 11. He does a backhand pass to number 3. What a spin move in the key. Passes it out. And now number 1 takes the shot. Is that going to go in? Oh, off the rim. And now quick break by number 13 from Menlo-Atherton. Number 1 takes him on. Oh, and almost loses the handles, but now takes it outside. And oh, what a behind the back movement. But it gets stolen by number 11. He's on the ground. And it's going to be a foul on number 1 for Menlo-Atherton. That's a quick foul right there to stop a attacking break. So already 2 fouls for Menlo-Atherton right here. Pretty quick break and comeback for Half Moon Bay. I haven't seen many screens or offensive plays yet, but I guarantee you we're going to see a couple of those later. Number 1 takes the ball down the court, once again being guarded by number 4. Very solid defense right there. Tries to get him off, but is not able to. Passes it off. Number 10 is some solid defense. And now he's getting trapped in the corner. 2-man trap. Is he going to get stuck? No. What a cut by number 15 to help him, but it's on the ground right here. Will he win it? Yes. Now going down quickly. Number 10, is he going to pass it off? Yes, he is. To number 13. And puts it in for 2 more points. It is 8-2. Menlo-Atherton is winning by 6. Once again, number 1 and number 4 going after each other here. Takes a couple dribbles and stolen by number 10 right behind the back. Stole his pocket and now is coming through to take him on. He's dribbling. Number 10's dribbling, passes it off to number 13. Little pump fake there. Takes a couple dribbles and blocked by number 12. Wow, nice block right there. Nice bounce pass, but it's stolen by number 10 once again. That's the second steal in a couple seconds by number 10. He's dribbling. Oh, what a move. He defeats 2 defenders, but then it goes out of bounds, and it is Half Moon Bay ball. The players are arguing for a tip, but it does not look like the refs are changing their mind. Right here, it is Half Moon Bay ball, and once again, I think number 1 is going to take it down the court. Oh, no, not this time. They're going to switch it up a bit because not too much success the first time. So now it's number 3 versus number 1, and we'll see what happens here. A little bit between the leg dribble right there. Now number 1 versus number 4. Almost steals the ball from him, but does not. Swings it around to number 3 around the key. Tries to dribble and penetrate, but this zone offense is doing well. It's a mixture between zone and man at the moment. Tries to do a penetrating pass, but number 12 takes a shot, turns, and boom. Nice shot right there. That puts him back in the game. So now it's only 4-point difference, 8-4. Menlo-Atherton is winning. So number 10 takes the ball down the court versus number 11. Very, very tight defense. Both teams are playing a man-on-man defense here, and that looks like a charge. Oh, no, it's going to be a block, and it looks like they both hit each other's head, so both in the nose. Hopefully no one's seriously injured right here. Looks like they're both good, and it was a blocking foul, which means it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. Very strong on both sides, and yes, it has been a very, very physical game. Very tight defense also. And so now number 4 is going to inbound the ball, and it's inbounding the ball, and it does not look like there's a specific inbound play, and luckily no one is hurt and no blood is on the court. But yes, number 3 does have to be subbed out. Now he's subbed out, and now number 44 is in, another big man. And here we go. Number 4 is going to inbound the ball. A little nice cut by number 13. Passes it off to number 23. He's getting guarded by 2 people. Swings it out to the top of the key. And then number 10 is dribbling it around. It looks like he's calling a couple plays here. Some screens incoming. There we go. Nice pass to number 1. Swings the ball around to number 23. Then to number 10. The ball movement is making the defense move a lot, trying to find a gap. And almost stolen by number 15. Number 13 taking it around, swings it off, and back to number 13 again. Swings it to number 1 cross court, and he does not take the shot. Swings it to number 10, one-on-one, and that's going to be a travel. He took 1 step before he dribbled right there with his right foot. And it's going to be Half Moon Bay ball. So still a very close game, only 4-point difference with 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go. Passes it off to number 1. Again, this matchup between number 1 and number 4 is very interesting here. Number 4 has very tight defense. It doesn't seem like number 1 can do anything to shake him off right there. Swings it back to number 1 again, guarded very tightly. No shot available, but now he breaks off a little bit. Swings it off and swings it again to number 44. This ball movement is great by both teams. Number 11 drives behind the back, still cannot shake number 10 off, and now number 12 has the ball. Very big height advantage here. He dribbles it in the key, swings it off to number 44, and that's going to be put away for another 2 points. So now it's only a 2-point game, 6 points for Half Moon Bay and 8 for Menlo-Atherton. The Bears are taking it down the court. Now it goes off to number 13, swings it back to number 1 here. Not being guarded too tightly. Now number 4 is, and 13 is going to be guarded by number 1. Here we go. Looks like the ball movement is still picking up very, very high tempo. Getting double guarded. Oh, double trapped, and almost over and back on the court violation. But no, what a switch to number 4. Passes it off to number 23, but he cannot get his hands on the ball. And it's going to be Half Moon Bay ball. Substitution coming in right here. Number 24 is going in for number 13. Some more heights coming in a little bit, couple inches there, maybe to get some more rebounds. Here we go. So now number 1's going to take the ball in from number 15. He's going to go dribble it down the court. Looks like they're switching up tactics. Number 11 is taking it down this time, maybe to get some more penetration or some sort of shots. Ooh, almost stolen by number 12. But taken away now. Number 15 has the ball. He's going to switch it, and boom, what a bounce pass right there. And he sadly misses the layup. Gets another attempt, but misses. And now the Menlo-Atherton Bears have the ball. Number 10 is taking it down the court, guarded by number 11. He slows it down, passes it off to number 1, now to number 4. He looks like he's guarded, stolen behind his back by number 12. He's grabbed, and that's going to be a foul on number 4. That was definitely a necessary foul. Coach is arguing for a technical foul, but they're going to see what's going to happen, and it's going to be a blocking foul on number 4. And yes, it is going to be a technical foul, which means they get shots and the ball back. because that was a blatant foul. Did not go for the ball at all. He grabbed his jersey to prevent a scoring opportunity. Obviously, blatant foul, not going for the ball at all. Number 12 is going to go take that free throw. See if he can sink that to put him back within 1 point. The shot is good. Nice form, and the swish is in right there. Now they have one more shot, and they also do get the ball back. Here we go. We'll see what happens next. A couple substitutions going on. Number 1 is out. He's greeted by the bench. And also they have a couple substitutions on the Bears side. Here we go. Number 12 under a little bit of pressure here to try to tie up the game, and it would be a great comeback if he does make this. And boom, he does. Nice 2 free throws in a row. And there we go. It's going to be the Half Moon baseball, and maybe they could actually take the lead for the first time in the game. Here we go. Number 15 is going to inbound the ball. Number 12 is calling for it, trying to box out one guy, and there we go. Passes it to huge. Number 44 is very big, good for the inside, very tall also, and looks like he will be a menace in the middle. Number 3 does a couple ball skills, passes it off to number 11, guarded tightly by number 10. He turns around and does behind the back. He's still very tightly guarded, but good ball handling to keep that ball alive. Number 3's pences for a second. Boom. Number 3 still has it, and it's going to be another travel just before he takes the shot. That's going to be the second travel of the game here. The same exact scenario for both teams. It looks like inbound play right here to number 30 and back to number 10 again, and they're going to take it a little bit slower, try to slow down the game a bit, because it looks like that fast-paced game is actually helping out the Half Moon Bay team, because they like to play fast versus, oh, what a switch right there by number 10. He shoots the ball, and what a 3. That's going to put him ahead by 3 points. That's going to be 11-8. Menlo-Atherton, great shooting. So Menlo-Atherton has great outside shots. Well, oh, almost stolen right there, while the Half Moon Bay team likes to go for the inside shots. Very tightly guarded, super high pressure defense, and it's stolen by number 10. He's going to go take it all the way in for a layup, and nice form right there, and that's going to be a quick 5 points, a 5-0 run, which is going to put him in the lead by 5 points. So it's 13-8 with 1:25 left. And now number 3 is going to be guarded by number 30. Very tight defense. Now passes it off to number 12. Super tight by number 1. And now 44 switches it to number 3. Nice passing and ball movement. And then he's going to do a little fake step. And number 12 has the ball now guarded tightly by number 1. He's going to try to penetrate and take it in. And that's going to be just off the back of the rim. But it looks like number 44 is going to get it back and almost puts it away. But it's in the air, and number 1 comes out with the ball. They're probably going to slow it down. Just under a minute left to play in this quarter. Number 33 passes it off to number 1. And now he's taking his time to probably run another play. Okay, so number 24 has the ball. Coach is wanting them to swing the ball around, it looks like. Number 44 is guarding him tightly. Nice bounce pass in the lane. Passes it off to number 30. Passes it to number 10. Takes a nice step. Passes 2 defenders and loses the ball to number 15, who's taking the ball down. And looks like he's going to slow it down to number 3. Guarded tightly. Nice move right there through the legs. And now he's passing it back around. Taking a couple dribbles. It passes it off to number 44. 44 takes the shot, and that's off the back of the rim. Gets his own rebound. Bounces off a couple players. And now number 12 puts it away for 2 more points. Now it's 13-10. Still, Menlo-Atherton has the lead with 20 seconds left in the game. I think they're going to save the ball for the last shot of the game. Taking it very slow down, and now there are only 10 seconds left. Just dribbling, waiting to run that clock out so they can get the last shot of the game. Everyone's getting ready for a rebound. Looks like he's going to take a 3. Screen coming off by number 10. He's dribbling it around, passes to 30. The ball is up in the air, and that is going to be 3 more points, and the clock runs out. That's going to be 16-10. Menlo-Atherton has a 6-point lead at the end of this quarter. So it's still a very close game right there. Overall, I do think that Menlo-Atherton has the advantage because obviously they're at home. They have a little bit more height, and they're actually shooting more on the outside. Kind of a Warriors type of play right there, because the Warriors always shoot from the outside. Most of their points have come from threes, while Half Moon Bay's come from layups and 2 points. I think the size really does also make a difference. Number 4 number 10 specifically has had a really good standout performance. Many layups here and there and a couple threes, which has really put them in the lead. And you saw that Half Moon Bay had a pretty good surge kind of in the middle of that quarter right there, which got them many more points back. But still, they have to push a little bit harder. And I think their high press defense is taking a toll on them closing in on the second half of the game, just because it takes so much energy to run around and play man-on-man defense the whole game. One disadvantage of playing man-on-man defense is if that one man is broken, it forces people to drive. And while zone wants them to shoot, they're wanting them to drive, but it seems like it's not working because driving and shots are actually being able to penetrate and destroy that team at the moment. So both coaches are having a little huddle, probably talking about what's happening. Does not look like the Half Moon Bay coach is too happy at the moment, but he's kind of satisfied with the overall performance. And now we're going to start the second quarter. It's going to be, excuse me right there, it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball coming off their side, and we're going to see who's in. It looks like number 3 is in. Number 10 is actually subbed out, and number 1 is still in, who's the point guard for Menlo. No, sorry, for Half Moon Bay. No, it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball right here. Still very high pressure right at the moment, and passes it off to number 1. So now number 1 has the ball, being tightly guarded by number 3. He's going to do a couple dribbles between his legs. He's going to try to shake him off, but does not look like it's working. Almost swallowed by number 30. Number 4 dribbles it around, swings it off to number 12, and now number 12 holds the ball for a few seconds, swings it off back to number 1 again. A couple dribbles, passes it to number 4. Very, very high tempo basketball. Passes it to number 15, then off to the corner right there to number 14. And then takes a couple dribbles. Sorry, my bad. Number 34. Number 4 is going to take a couple dribbles. Also passes it to number 1, and that's going to be a foul on number 30. So that's going to be the 3rd foul already. And very good ball movement, very fast by Half Moon Bay. Still do not count them out yet. Only 6 points. That's only 2 to 3 drive. That's nothing. A couple good movement right there, and passes it in to number 34. Number 1's calling for the ball. He does get it. The coaches wanted him to play man-on-man defense. Very tight right there. Number 1 tries to beat a couple defenders, but that defense just sinks in very quickly. Now number 34 pump fake, swings it out to number 15, who passes it around. Is going to get guarded. He almost gets rid of it, and now gets it to number 1. Takes a step right there, and it's going to be blocked, but it's going to be called a foul on number 23. It's going to be 2 shots for number 1 right there, and that can put him within 4 points of the game. Everyone's lining up for the rebounds here. Number 3 is on the top of the key. Number 15 and number 4 are back, so no fast breaks can take them on. It's going to be 2v1 back there. Both teams have been, well, at least the free throws have both been made, so it's 100% on both teams. It takes the shot, and it's going to be a swish, so very, very good shooting right there by number 1. Definitely free throws are very good, very important key to this game. If you don't make them, because sometimes it comes down to those few points in the last part of the game, which is definitely going to be a key for this game. So there we go. It's going to be 2 for 2 on that guy, and overall it's going to be 4 for 4 for Half Moon Bay. And there we go. High pressure. They're going to need more help. And now number 30 passes it off to number 3. It's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. He dribbles it down, guarded tightly by number 1 here. He's going to take a couple dribbles between his legs, try to shake him off. Nice turn right by number 24. Jumps up, takes the shot, and it's going to be a little bit short off the rim, but it's going to get the rebound. A little scrum right there. Number 3 swings it off to number 30. He swings it off to 24, passes it down. The ball almost goes out of bounds. Hustles, grabs it, and now swings it back to number 3. Almost half-court violation, but saved it just before that, and now the play is alive. Now he swings it off to number 24. Now he's going to dribble it around a little bit, passes it off to number 12. Number 34 is playing nice drive right there to 23, and does a almost has a reverse layup, but it does not, and gets rebounded by number 34, who passes it off to number 1. Fast break coming over here for number 1. Swings it to number 4, looks for the 3, does not get the option. Swings it off to number 15, almost stolen, overcommitted though, Menlo-Atherton right there on the defense. And the number 34 takes a shot, it's a little bit too far. Menlo-Atherton regroups, but it's stolen again by number 12 right there. Very, very quick hands, and number 1 has the ball. So Menlo-Atherton has to regroup very quickly off of that steal. Almost stolen back again. Number 15 swings it off to number 4, who passes it, bounce pass into the corner. Nice shot, quick shot there, and a little bit off the back of the rim, and does not roll in. Fast break coming here. It's going to be stolen, and it looks like it's going to be off of Menlo-Atherton. No, it's going to be off of Half Moon Bay, and it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. A couple subs coming in, so number 10, number 13, and number 3 are going in, while number 24 and number 30 are going out for Menlo-Atherton. And many new players we haven't seen yet for both teams. We'll see what happens here coming in pretty soon. I still think that Menlo-Atherton is a little bit of an advantage here just because of their outside shooting. But, you can never, never underestimate a team. Almost half-court violation, gets around the player, takes a couple steps, dribbles, and now gets a fouled and dribbles into the lane. And it's going to be on the ground. It's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be a Menlo-Atherton ball. Only 4-point difference with 6 minutes to play in the first half of the game. Number 10 is going to inbound the ball. Number 3 looks like he's going to get it, and some sort of cool inbounds play is probably going to happen in the key. Number 13 makes a run, and number 12 pops up, not guarded at all, takes a couple dribbles towards the basket, does a pump fake, turns around, drop step off the front of the rim, and number 23 rebounds it for Half Moon Bay. He has the ball very tight, high pressure by Menlo-Atherton, but still it's not stolen. Number 1 evades one player. Number 13 takes the 3, and it's going to go, rattles off both sides of the net and just misses. That would have put them within just a few points coming back right there. And number 3 almost pump fakes, and it looks like he gets tripped right there, and it's going to be a foul. Number 3 is not happy about that, but it's going to be a foul. His teammate helps him up right there, and now it's going to be an out-of-bounds play. Another 2 substitutions. Number 4 is going in, and for both teams actually, number 4 is going in. Inbounds play for Menlo-Atherton right there. Looks like number 10 is going to get the ball. One of those very cool inbounds play I've been realizing they keep doing it is one player cuts in towards the close 3, while one pops up into the middle near the free throw line, and then one pops off towards a 3 so they can have some nice movement and try to throw the defense off. Looks like another one coming up here. You'll see. My guess is number 12 is going to pop up. Number 13 is going to pop up probably towards the ball, and now number 10 just grabs it. Okay, so slow down the game a little bit. They're getting a lot of high pressure. They have to take a little break. Number 3 is dribbling it around, almost gets stolen, guarded by 2 players here. Nice trap, and now number 10 swings it off to number 4 in the far corner. Takes a couple steps and waits for it. Now he dribbles a bit, and it's stolen by number 12. Number 33 or 23 ends up with the ball. Number 11's pushing it very quickly. 10 tries to steal it, and a little bit overthrows it by just a few inches off number 13's fingertips. Very, very, very close, and it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. Another substitution coming in right here, and it's going to be time out for Half Moon Bay, and they're all going to huddle up and see what they're going to talk about. So it's still 16-12. Menlo-Atherton has the slight lead of 4 points. 30-second timeout, and there's still plenty of time left. 5 minutes to go in this second quarter here. My guess is that timeout's probably going to be due just because the high pressure. They need a little break. But both teams have been running back and forth the past couple minutes, and that's going to take a really big toll on their bodies. That's why they're having to do so many substitutions for both teams back and forth. Only 10 seconds left, but the ref is calling for both teams to come out. The whistle just blew, and I think it's going to be very, very, very close. I guess towards the end of the game, it's probably going to be around maybe 35-33, but we'll see the final outcome pretty soon. So just a few substitutions once again, just as I said, because a huge toll on the body, just running back and forth. You cannot do that for more than probably 5 minutes at a time. So number 10 is going to take the ball down the court. Number 1 prepares himself for some defense, swings it off to number 4. Very good screener right there, passes it off to 23, and now pass to number 4. Now number 10 around the horn right here, takes a couple dribbles, tries to beat the defender. It looks like he shakes him off for a bit, and he almost loses the ball. He somehow gets it back, and it's going to be a foul, and it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. 2 shots coming up here because he was in the action of shooting, so 2 more free throws, and that could put them ahead by 6 points, which is actually going to give him a decent lead to try to break it off and give him a little bit of a cushion here. So he gets himself ready for it, takes a couple dribbles here. Just a quick fact, most players have a routine they use before they do every free throw. Sadly, he misses out on right there. But that routine is going to help them because they say they take 2 dribbles. They're going to do that every single time, so they're prepared for it, and they know exactly what they're doing. Gets them calm, get them prepared to take the shot. They probably do that hundreds of times each day in practice. Really helps them get the higher percentage of free throws. A good percentage of free throws is around 88 to 90%. That's probably the high percentage of the pros, so I guess these guys, that was decent. I mean, we've seen 5 or 6 on free throws with this night, which is a very, very high percentage. So number 10 is guarding number 1 here, swings it off to number 4. The ball movement today has been fantastic. Not too many steals, but now swings it off back to number 1, takes a couple dribbles, passes it out to number 4, getting tightly guarded by the other team, number 4 here, and Half Moon Bay pass it off to number 12, who's pushed it up, and that's going to go off the rim a couple times, bounce out, and number 23 is going to grab the rebound. Menlo-Atherton pushing it down with a 5-point lead, swings it off to number 1, and he saves it from going out right there. Laser of a pass right there. Number 4 has it, swings it off to number 10, and takes a couple dribbles down to the baseline, and it looks like he gets fouled. Nope, jump ball right there. Number 12 grabs it out of the air, but too long, and it's going to be jump ball, and it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball down at the baseline. Another one of these very interesting plays. My guess, as I said earlier, one guy is going to jump out to the baseline, another one is going to go up towards the 3-point line, one's going to go around to the free throw line to try to spread out the defense and get an open passing lane. Most of these, oh, there we go. Yep, there's the guy passed out to the baseline, swings it out to number 10, and now they're going to slow down a bit. There we go. See that? The movement right there caused that. No, it's blocked. Blocked twice in a row by Half Moon Bay. But as I was saying, that baseline and the play helped them spread apart the defense, which made that passing lane open for the layup. Sadly, he missed it, but still, it was a great play, and also a great play on both ends because of those 2 in a row blocks. Right now, it's going to be another inbounds play for number 10. He's going to swing it off to number 4, and it's going to be stolen by the other number 4. He's going to try to take in the layup, and there it goes. A free layup right there because of that nice steal right there. And now it's only going to be a 3-point game. So as I told you, it's really, really, really interesting and close. So number 10 is going to take on number 5 here. It's going to get double teamed, but he does a nice move, and it's going to go out of bounds, but still white ball. Looks like it was tipped by Half Moon Bay. It's going to be another one of those inbounds plays. So 3 minutes and 49 seconds left to play in this half. 17-14, very, very, very close game. The Half Moon Bay coach is wanting the players to spread out a little bit and watch out for the 3. There we go, passes to number 5, open passing lane, down, bounce past number 1. It goes off his shoe, and it's going to be Half Moon Bay ball. The game has slowed down a little bit. I haven't seen as many fast breaks or passing it around. It's more of a slow pass, try to tire him out, and then take the shot. Number 1's taking on number 10 once again here. Takes a couple dribbles, gets screened by number 12. He gets tripped. It's going to go off his back. Doesn't realize where it is, and out of bounds. Going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. So the defense pressure has been relentless for both teams, not let up at one moment yet, which is necessary at this level. It's very high-level basketball. The swinging and the passing is fantastic. Also, the ball skills are going to be very, very, very high. So number 10 is taking on number 5 here. Dribbles up between his feet legs, a couple crossovers, in and out right there. Pass it to number 1, who takes a couple dribbles, and a little move right there. Does a spin, passes it to number 10, and it's going to be another same matchup, number 10 versus number 5. He's calling for a screen by number 5. Cuts inside towards the baseline. Little fake, and he dribbles it out of bounds. Very, very solid defense by number 5 right there. It's going to be half-moon bay ball. It's going to be substitution for number 3 and number 15 are coming in. And so the Cougars and the Bears are having a very, 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 very strong performances at the moment. Only 3 points difference between the teams with 3 minutes to go. And the ref is calling for some sort of foul of some sort. Maybe it's too many men on the court. Oh, no, he's just calling for the substitution. There we go. So it's going to be half-moon bay ball. Still number 1 is going out. So they have a new point guard in who's going to be number 11. Number 11 takes the ball and is going to be guarded by number 3. Very high pressure, starting from a little bit past the halfway mark. Number 11's doing a couple of moves, gets screened, swings it around. There you go to number 4, who then passes it off to number 12 for a layup and then makes it in. It's only a 1-point game. Number 12 just sinks that in right there for an easy 2 points. 17-16. Half-moon bay's only down by 1 right now. So Menlo-Atherton passes it off to number 13. Now number 1 swings it out to number 4. Takes the 3. It's going to be a deep 3. It's going to go off the back of the rim, but Menlo-Atherton gets the rebound, getting tightly guarded by number 11. Does behind the back, still has the ball, swings it off to number 1, and calms down the play. Number 1 takes the ball, passes it off to number 3, who's being tightly guarded by number 11, swings it off to number 1, to number 13. He's getting almost double team right there, dribbles his way out of it, and tries to swing it off, but now it bounces off of him, off a defender, passes it to number 3, swings it back to number 13. Very good combination play here, off to number 1. Pump fakes, passes it off to number 3 again, trying to get the defense to make a mistake so they can drive through. Shot clock is running very low, so number 4 has the ball. He's going to have to shoot it very, very, very soon. There he puts up the shot, and what a layup right there. Very, very, very well. Placed off that corner of the glass, and it's going to be 19-16, another 3-point lead. So the half-moon bay is going to need a 3 or some sort of play. Number 11 is trying to out-dribble number 3 right there. Passes it around to number 12, swings it off to number 4 to 4. Back to number 11. The ball movement is still very good. And now number 11 does lose it to number 3. Very tight defense. Forced that mistake on the offensive part. And he uses speed, but number 11 tries to take it, and it's going to be a reaching foul on number 11. So it's going to be another inbound play by Menlo-Atherton. It's been a very, very fast-paced game so far. Only 1 minute and 42 seconds left. Number 12 is going in for Menlo-Atherton, while number 5 is going out, and number 1 is going in, and number 11 is going back out. So number 1 is back in for the point guard for half-moon bay. Number 4 passes it off to number 1, almost stolen, still being guarded by number 12, who does a nice pass off and swings it around to the deep corner. Number 12 takes a couple dribbles, almost stolen again, swings it off to the top of the key, passes to number 3 again, back to number 1. He pump fakes, gets number 12 to jump, passes it off to number 3 again. Now he's going to swing it around to number 13, takes a pump fake, passes it off to number 3, number 12 again, and number 4. Nice movement here, a couple dribbles to try to shake off the defense. Takes a very deep 3 from downtown, and that's going to be a swish. Great shot by number 4 right there. Fantastic. That was probably a couple feet outside that 3-point line, and now number 1 for Menlo-Atherton is dribbling down the court, calling for some sort of play. Maybe a screen here. Yeah, it's going to be an on-ball screen. Pass it off to number 4 here. Now swinging it to number 15. He's going to be trapped by 2 players. Pass it off to number 4. Now down to number 44. Almost gets the defender to shake off, but now number 12 is guarding him very tightly. Cannot dribble the ball again. Almost stolen. It's almost backcourt violation, but number 1 takes it, being guarded tightly by number 3. The coach is going onto the defense, also spreading his arms out and trying to play the game too. So that everyone's getting really depth into this game. So it's going to be a foul on Menlo-Atherton. So it's going to be no shooting foul, but just inbounds play. Only 47 seconds left in this half, so it's going to be fairly close. My guess is that Menlo-Atherton is going to be able to get the ball back, hold it off for the last shot, and then take it. Number 12's height really helps him right there, but it's going to be a foul on number 1. The players doesn't really like that, but it's all good, and it's going to be a shooting foul, so it's going to be 2 shots for number 12. He was very solid earlier. He took both for the technical foul, and he made both, so maybe he can make it 4 for 4 on the night. So it's 22-16, so it's only a 6-point game. If he makes both of these, only going to be a 2-possession game because that's going to be 4 points down. He gets ready. He's going to take 2 dribbles, and then he's going to get ready for the shot. He takes the shot, and it's going to be in. There we go. That's 3 for 3. So watch that again. Remember I said to do the same form each time. We'll see it again. So he's probably going to go 2 dribbles. Then he's going to take a little second, and then he's going to take a free throw here. So we'll see what happens. 1 shot, and there everyone gets lined up in the key for the rebound to box everybody out. 2 dribbles. As you can tell, he did the exact same thing as last time, and boom, he takes the shot, and there we go. 4 for 4 on the night for him. Very good free throw, and number 1 is tightly guarding number 3, so he has to pass it off to number 12 instead. Number 30 is taking it down. 42 seconds left. They're going to try to hold on to the ball for as long as possible to get a shot off, and now number 3 has the ball, checks up to him, and takes a dribble, a couple of them around. So everyone's trying to find an opening, trying to shake off the defender here. Not enough movement on the offensive side, but there we go. He finds a hole, drives it, and takes a layup. Too much power off the glass, and now Half Moon Bay has the ball. So he's going to take it down. And there we go. So 20 seconds left in the game. He cannot dribble anymore. Passes it off to number 12, and they're going to try to keep the ball down to the last seconds so they can have the last shot of the quarter. So there we go. Passes it off to number 15, who takes the dribbles. Pass it off to number 4. 7 seconds left in the game. They're going to have to take a shot very quickly. Number 44 swings it off to number 5. He takes the shot, and it's going to be a little bit too far. Number 12 tries to tip it back in, and that's going to be the end of the game. Sorry, my bad. End of the half. It's going to be 22-18. Menlo-Atherton is winning. So the halftime score obviously is 22-18. Stay tuned for the second half of play on MC Sports. Hello everyone, we are back here. So it's the second half. It's 22 to Menlo-Atherton and 18 for Half Moon Bay. And Half Moon Bay has the ball. Starts off for number 11, and he swings it off back to number 3, back to number 11 again, and now back to number 15. And the swing play is very fast right from the get-go. Number 1 has the ball. Number 12 calls for it. Step back jumper, and it's a little bit long off the glass. Rebounded, and the ball goes back to Menlo-Atherton. And number 10 brings it down the court fairly quickly, and number 10 takes it back to regroup and get everyone ready for the offense. Swings it off to number 13. The dribbles it around, guarded by number 1. Bounce pass off for under number 1's hand, and now to number 10. Back to number 4, super long 3 right off the front of the rim, and number 10 gets the ball back. Tight pressure by number 10 right away, so he's not allowed to push the ball very quickly and get a fast break. Number 11, little fake there, passes it off to number 1, swings it back to number 3 again, does it between the legs, gets trapped by 3 players, swings it off to number 15, passes it to number 1 again, and off Menlo-Atherton's foot. So it's going to be Half Moon Bay's ball down in the corner for number 12. Never mind, it looks like number 1's going to inbound the ball, and we're going to see what type of play. It looks like they're going to kind of line up around the outside of the key, do a little bit of movement here. Number 3's outside on the line. Number 1's going to swing it in. Number 3 runs around the corner, passes it off to the 3-point line. He takes the shot, and it's going to be a little bit off the back of the rim. Number 10 gets control of the ball and dribbles down very quickly. Super long pass to number 23. He passes the ball. It looks like he gets fouled. It gets pushed in the back. He's on the ground, helped up by his teammate, and it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. It is not going to be a shooting foul. It's going to be actually an inbound play because he was not in shooting motion as that foul was committed. So quick inbound play by Menlo-Atherton. Also lots of running around. Number 13 gets wide while number 23 gets down to the low key in the corner, and number 23 swings it out back to number 4 on the top, and then they're going to regroup and be ready for the offense. Number 4 swings it off to number 13, tightly guarded by number 3 right there. Swings back off to number 10 again, dribbles down to the key, pass it off back to the outside to number 4. He's going to take the 3. It's going to be right in the basket. Almost a swish right there. That's going to be his 3rd 3 of the night. He already has 2 long ones, and that's going to just add to the points. It's going to be 25-18. They're starting to pull away. Now it's going to be up by 7 points. Now the Menlo-Atherton bench is really into this game. The mental and the morale is super important here. Looks like Menlo-Atherton has a little bit of an advantage here. Number 3 pass it off back to now the number 1. Takes a couple steps. Is not allowed to dribble anymore. He's getting guarded super tightly by number 4. Number 11 wide open for the 3. Mounts it off just the front of the rim. He does get his own rebound, and he puts it away for 2 points. Great rebound, and now it's going to be a layup. They're going to be down by 5 points, and now it's going to be back to Menlo-Atherton, quickly dribbling down the court for a fast break. They're going to be stopped, though. Number 10 has the ball. He thinks about it and swings back off to number 1, and now Menlo-Atherton with the ball. He's going to dribble it around a little bit now. He's going to be guarded by number 11, not as tightly as before because he's out of shooting range, but still going to be guarded enough. Now number 4 is going to take it towards basket, stops, holds up, and takes the jumper. The very hard one to make right there on the corner of the key, and that's going to be another 2 points. Still a 7-point game, 27-20, Menlo-Atherton. Half Moon Bay has the ball, getting tightly guarded by number 1, not letting him passing him at all. He's calling a play, drives a little bit behind the back, and it's going to be almost stolen by number 1. Number 3 does recover it, though, but it is going to be stolen by number 4. Efforts by number 1 make it go away. It's going to be number 4 tries to go around the back, but it's going to be a travel. I don't know. It looked like he tried to be a little bit too fancy right there, but that was not worth it. Now the coach is not too happy about that, but he's going to have to go let that one go. I would have just laid that one in there, but no, he tries to go around the back. A little bit more fancy, but does not pay off. So it is going to be Half Moon Bay ball. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Number 3 is calling out for a type of offensive play. He's going to take a couple dribbles in the top of the key. He's going to swing it off to number 11. Now he's going to have a couple seconds on the ball. Pass it off to number 15. Nice bounce pass. Pass it back to number 11. He takes the shot, and that's going to be a swish. What a shot right there. Amazing 3. And he's going to, but now it's Menlo-Atherton ball. They quickly go back down the court, and it is going to be called a foul. So here comes a replay right here. We're going to go check that out and see what that looks like here. Looks like a little bit of a celebration right there, but now he's running back to try to go play some defense. So it's a second team foul for the Cougars right now in the second half. And here we go. So shooting for 2 right here. It's going to be 27-23. They can try to bring that lead up by another 2 points here to 29-23. Number 13, just a little bit off the back of the iron, but still one more 3 throw to go. So as you saw right there, is very fast press defense. The second that Half Moon Bay took that 3, they turned it around, passed it out of bounds, and right on to get 2 more points back. Or hopefully, yep, at least 1 point right there. So it's going to be 28-23, 5-point game. Still very, very, very close. Number 11 takes it down the court, guarded by number 10. He backs it up, but number 10, very solid defense right there. A lot of contact. Number 15 has the ball. He takes the 3. That's going to be a little bit far, and now number 4 is going to get the rebound. Swings it off to number 11. He takes the shot. It's going to be a little bit long, too. Scrum right there. It's going to be on the ground, and it's going to be a foul, and it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. Number 1's going to inbound it to number 10. It's going to be a blocking foul of some sort, and Menlo-Atherton ball. So now 4:46 left in the third quarter. Takes it down a little bit slowly, trying to use up that clock because they are up by a little bit, but still want to get some points on that board. Number 10 dribbling down is going to be guarded by number 11. He hands it off to number 1, who gets guarded by number 12. Shakes him off, does a nice move, and he, looks like he got blocked by number 4. But he still passes it off. Now the number 3, Half Moon Bay ball, takes a step back. Number 15 shoots the 3. It's going to be right around the rim, rattles it out, tries to get a step back, but no, it's going to be a foul on Menlo-Atherton. Do not know if it's a shooting foul. It's going to be a hold, and it's going to be an out-of-bounds play. So no shooting foul right there, but that's going to be first-team foul for Menlo-Atherton in the second half. 2 subs coming in, number 24 and number 30, and for number 13, and for number 23. And for number 1. If Half Moon Bay can capitalize on this, at least 2 points, that'd be within 4 or 5, which would be very helpful to them. Spins around, passes it off to number 15, drives on the key, passes it to number 4, deep 3, and that's going to be off both the sides of the rim, but the box out is not going to work, and Half Moon Bay get the ball back. Only 4 minutes left, so they're going to have to push a little bit more quickly. Number 3 is the ball, guarded by number 30, dribbles it off a little bit, almost stolen. Getting chopped around, pass it off to number 4, looks for the 3, does not get it, pass it to number 15, pass back to number 3, gets a guarded 3, and off the inside of the rim, and it's going to be out. And now it's Menlo-Atherton ball. Number 10 takes it on the court, very fast break, almost loses the ball, and what a move right there, almost in, but he does miss it, and it's going to be Half Moon Bay ball. And now they're taking it down the court. Number 3, pass it off to number 11, it's wide open. He does a nice little move there, pass it off to number 4, he loses his handle right there. Now pass it back off to number 11, tightly guarded by number 30 right there. Now off to number 3, who takes the ball back and sets up an offense. Does a spin move, almost gets rid of number 4 right there. Number 11 between the legs, crossover, swings it off to number 15 for a very deep 3, and that's going to be in right there. Great shot by number 15, and now they're right back in the game. It's going to be 28-26, only 2 points down to Menlo-Atherton. Menlo-Atherton taking the ball down, pass it off to number 24 at the top of the key, and now number 30 is getting double teamed, and now number 24 wants it, does not get the ball. Number 4 does in the bottom corner near the 3-point line, takes a couple dribbles around, tries to shake off the defense. Now he gets the ball. He's going to also take a 3, and that's going to be in, so that's going to be back-to-back 3s for both teams, 31-26, and now they're up by 5 points. So it's still a super close game. It's been back-to-back and just trading buckets here and there. So it's going to be super close. We're going to see what happens towards the end of this game. Number 4 is taking it, dribbling it around a little bit, pass it off to number 12 in the lower part of the baseline. He takes a step-back jumper, and that's going to be an easy 2 points for Half Moon Bay. It's going to be 31-28 now, and number 10 is taking it down the court for Menlo-Atherton. He takes a couple more steps down, going to be quickly guarded by number 11 right there. He'll take a couple steps back, swings it off down to number 23, back to number 10, back to number 4 again. A little pump fake move right there, swings it off to number 10 again, takes the shot for the 3, and that's going to go in. Well, that's back-to-back threes for Menlo-Atherton right there. 31-28, and now it's going to be a 6-point game. The coach is really getting into it now. He's super, super excited and hyped up. So here we go. It's going to be a pass off to from 3 to number 11, back to number 4 again. He's going to take a couple dribbles into the key, and now it's going to be number 12 ball, almost stolen by number 10. He's very tenacious on the ball. Pass to number 3, pump fake to pass. He looks like he's going to get fouled right there. It's going to be a blocking foul on number 3 from Menlo-Atherton. So it is going to be 2 free throws for Half Moon Bay right there. Substitution right there for Menlo-Atherton. Every single player looks like they're coming out. Oh, no, it was my bad. It's actually not going to be free throws. It's going to be, look, number 3 is asking for a shooting foul, but no, they're going to get an inbound pass. Some confusion here by the crowd and the players. They think it's a shooting foul, but now it's going to be an inbound play. Everyone's kind of looking around for a foul. And everyone's still milling around. No one really knows what is going on here. They all think it's a shooting foul. Everyone's really confusing. And now number 1 is going to inbound the ball. Everyone's still pretty confused right now. But no, it's just going to be an inbound play instead. Number 12 is open, but it's overplayed. It's going to be a very fast break for number 30. He's going to slow down and lay the ball in for 2 free points. So now it's going to be 36-28. It's going to be an 8-point lead, one of the biggest of the game so far. Number 3 is going to take the ball down for Half Moon Bay. They're going to have to capitalize pretty soon. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this quarter. Number 12 is going to get double teamed. He's going to pass it away, and it's going to be off of Half Moon Bay, and it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. They're most likely going to take a little bit of time. Just a minute and 30 seconds left. The number 3 is going to go take it down. Going to be quickly guarded by number 1 to stop him from driving and penetrating towards the lane. Number 24 pops off of a little cut right there. Now number 3 is going to be guarded by number 1. He's going to take a couple dribbles. Nice pass right there to number 24, and that's going to be what a cut right there. And nice vision and a nice laser pass. Going back the other way, number 3 has the ball. And he's going to shake off number 30. He's going to go for the layup, bounce it off the back of the rim, and the putback does go in, though. Now it's going to be 30-38. Menlo-Atherton is still winning. 1 minute left in this quarter. Number 12 swings it off to number 30. Passes it back to number 3. The ball movement has been fantastic this entire game. Super critical to finding lanes open in the defense. Now swings it off to number 13, drives it and kicks it out to number 24, and boom right there, easy 2 points for him, and it's going to be 40-30, 10-point lead, largest of the game so far. 45 seconds left in this quarter. Swings it off to number 15, and now back to number 12 again, and 44 has the ball now. 3 gets the ball, he passes it back, and number 12 has it. 34 seconds left in the quarter. Number 12 takes a couple dribbles in the key, does a spin move, pops it up, and that's going to go in. That's going to be 32-48 at the moment. Half Moon Bay just got that nice basket right there. Only 8-point lead, so it's still back-to-back buckets this entire quarter. Number 3 is going to bring it down. Only 20 seconds left. Pass it off to number 30. And now number 13 is going to call for it. Takes a couple dribbles. Getting tightly guarded by number 3. It's going to get almost double team. Swings it off to number 3 again. 10 seconds left in this quarter. Pass it off back to number 30. Back to number 3 again. 7 seconds left. Swings it off to number 30. Takes a quick 3, and that's going to be short. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1, and he's just number 15 is going to hold on to the ball. So it's going to be 42-33. That's going to be the end of this third quarter. Very short break coming in here, probably just around a minute or 30 seconds. And then we're going to get right on to the last 8 minutes of play in this final quarter. My guess is it's going to be a very close game, but Menlo-Atherton is going to pull it out just by a tiny bit, probably by anything under 10 points at the maximum. No team is in real foul trouble at the moment. Half Moon Bay only has 3, Menlo-Atherton has 2, which means they have plenty of fouls to give to single bonus and double bonus. Both teams do need a big rest, though, because the play has been very, very constant, fast, back-and-forth play. no real time for a break, not many fouls, pretty continuous, and so everyone is very, very tired at the moment because of the high-pressure defense with a combination of the fast swinging play, fast ball movement, just everything in the tempo is insanely fast right now. And there we go. That's going to have the end of this quarter, and now we're going to go right on into the fourth quarter. The Menlo-Atherton team starting to walk out onto the court, soon to be followed by Half Moon Bay, and it's going to be only an 8-point game, so we're going to see what's going to happen in this fourth quarter. Something very, very exciting. And now the ref is calling it for Half Moon Bay to come out of their break. There we go. Now they're getting ready, and they're going to go pop out here. So it is going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. It's going to be on their side of the court, and it's going to be number 30 is going to be inbounding it, and it looks like some sort of inbound play to number 3. Yep, he does get the ball. Going to be quickly guarded by number 1 right there. Number 1 has been very solid on defense this entire game. Number 3 swings it off to number 24. It's going to be a reach-in foul on number 12 right there. A little hack onto the arm. Definitely going to be a foul. Tried to go for the ball, but sadly got the man's arm instead. It's going to be an inbound play from the sideline. Number 30 is going to try to play that in. Number 13 makes a cut to the baseline, but number 24 pops up wide open. Gets almost fouled, but then he gets the ball stolen by number 12. Quick trap defense by Menlo-Atherton, but they're not able to come up with the ball. And number 1's going to take it down for Half Moon Bay now. Number 11 has the ball, and he's going to take a couple dribbles. Now he's going to pass it off to number 12, guarded by number 12. Number 15 is going to dribble in it towards the middle of the court. Now he's going to swing it out back to number 11. He's going to take a very, very deep 3, and that's going to go inside and out of the rim. Still 40-32, no points scored in the first 30 seconds. Number 1 tries to reach out to steal that pass. Number 13, very, very fast pass. Number 30 in the deep corner for a 3, but no basket. A little bit long. Now number 1 kicks it off to number 11 for a layup. He looks like he does get fouled, and it is going to be 2 points helped up by his teammate right there. Pretty fast drive, as I can tell you. It's going back and forth with basketball, very fast and very high tempo. As I was saying, free throws, very, very important here because every single point matters when it gets in close towards the end of the game. It could be a 2-point game, and who knows, those 2 free throws that they made would be very important. So number 11 makes the first free throw. Teammates give him some congratulations, and he's going to go on for the second one. So watch his routine. It's probably going to be the same one each time. It's very consistent and helps them each time get a higher percentage of making each free throw. Going up for a second free throw, 2 dribbles, holds the ball for a second, shoots it, and there we go, makes another one. He's going to be 2 for 2 so far, and tight defense, but passes it off to number 3. So it's only a 6-point game at the moment. That's been probably the average lead of the game. Menlo-Atherton has the advantage so far. Number 12 kicks it off to number 10, who takes a couple dribbles inside the key. Kicks it off to number 3 again for the 3, and it's going to be a fantastic 3-pointer right there, 34-43. And 9-point game. Number 3 does almost get crossed up, but comes back on defense. Pass it off to number 11. Number 15 does a spin move, kicks it off to number 11. Ooh, number 11 tries to pass it off to number 12 with a bounce pass, but it was just a tiny bit too much on that ball, and it dribbles itself out of bounds. So number 24 is going to go inbound the ball to number 10. 6:49 left on the clock in this fourth quarter of the game. 9-point lead. Menlo-Atherton should try to conserve the lead while it looks like that Half Moon Bay has to do something fantastic here. That's at least 3 possessions. Number 4 goes up for the shot, kicks it out, and gets to the rebound, but it's going to be blocked by quick hands of Half Moon Bay. But again, Menlo-Atherton's going to get it back again, swings it to the low corner, pass it back to number 10 again, and they're going to kick it out. And now the coach really wants them to swing it around a bit and save and wait for the shot clock to get as low as possible. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to shoot quickly. Number 10 has some great handles, dribbles it in, and that's going to be a fantastic layup right there. Gets helped up by his teammates, and wow, that was just amazing. Their coach is super excited about that. That's going to be block foul, and we're going to go check out from another angle. Really fantastic. Number 10 is going to go take a few free throws, and it's going to be, maybe they can be, by the largest margin of the game would be 11 points. Maybe you can put one away here. We'll see about that. So remember, 2 dribbles, and boom, there go. Oh, my bad. It was a and 1, so he obviously only gets 1 free throw right there. But it's going to be 10-point lead. That's the largest of the game so far. Very tight man-on-man defense. Number 3, and he does get fouled. It's going to be a blocking foul, and it's going to be Half Moon Bay ball. So Half Moon Bay now has 4 fouls. Oh, no, sorry. They have 5 fouls, while Menlo-Atherton has 4 fouls. Very, very, very high pressure. The inbound from number 15 goes to number 12, who takes a couple dribbles, being tightly guarded. Number 10 guards number 15. He takes the 3. It's going to bounce off the outside of the rim. Number 12 is going to get a ball, swing it off to number 12. He's going to try to lay it in, but it's going to be missed. Number 10 is going to get the ball back and dribble fairly quickly down the court. Half Moon Bay gets quickly back, and he's going to be fouled by number 11. Very close call right there, but it is going to be a Menlo-Atherton ball. Number 11 is going to get the foul, so it's going to be 6 fouls for Half Moon Bay now. Starting to rack those up back and forth, and that means they're going to get into single bonus pretty soon. Only 5:54 left in the game to play, so Half Moon Bay has to pull off some pretty consecutive baskets. It looks like they're about to do that. Oh, but barely kicked out by number 23 on Half Moon Bay. Almost stolen right there. Very high pressure, good tenacity right there by Half Moon Bay. Number 4 is going to go inbound the ball for Menlo-Atherton. Number 3 is probably going to jump out for it. There he goes. He gets the ball. It's going to be a timeout of some sort. No, it's very interesting. Not sure what that call was. The whistle was blown, and I guess just a misblow of the whistle, and number 3 is going to get the ball again. High pressure already. Looks like a trap, but they break through. Number 10 gets the ball. Just a couple dribbles. He kicks it out, and it's going to be right off the fingertips of number 11, so it's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. So the Bears are inbounding the ball at the moment. Probably some sort of play to kick it out for a three-pointer, or maybe someone dicing and slicing right towards the middle. Someone's going to go out for the 3. Yes, they are, but they're not going to be able to take the shot right away. They're going to be guarded super closely. Number 3 is going to kick it out to number 24 is going to kick it out to number 10 with 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Kicks it out to number 3, again tightly guarded. No shots are being allowed at the moment. Number 12 beats number 23 on the dribble, takes a jump shot, and it's going to be off the back of the glass and out, almost in. And Menlo-Atherton is going to get the ball back, number 3, and they're going to swing it around because the shot clock is going to reset, and that will mean that they're going to be able to take their time off the clock and try to secure this win. So number 10 is going to be dribbling it around a little bit, swings it off back to number 3 again. And he's going to do a couple dribbles, stutter step, pass it off to number 4. He's going to try to penetrate the defense. He ends up doing so. Left-hand layup, dribbles out of the rim, almost goes in. Number 15 has the ball. He does a little spin right there, pass it off to number 12. They're going to have to work fairly quickly, just past 5 minutes left. And there we go. Number 11 is going to be guarded by number 3, screened for number 12, and there we go. Number 12 gets the ball back. He takes a couple steps, and he's almost going to lay it in, but it's going to be out. Now fast break, and it's going to be stolen by number 11, so now it's back to Half Moon Bay. Very, very good handling right there, and it's going to be stolen, and it's going to be back to Menlo-Atherton ball. Now, number 24 is going to recoup, get the ball, and there's going to be a timeout and a substitution for both teams. Super, super high pressure basketball and high tempo. It's still, no one has scored in a few minutes now. It's still a 12-point game. Very, very, very close. So 4:37 left on the game. And it is going to be Menlo-Atherton ball, so they do have at least 30 more seconds to run down the clock because of the shot clock. Maybe they can get a shot and rebound and swing it around for even more time to get burned down. Only 15 more seconds left on this timeout, and the coach for Half Moon Bay is definitely wanting them to probably put on high pressure. I can't obviously tell what he's saying, but they're definitely going to have to get a couple steals here, get some consecutive baskets, and try to get themselves back into this game. There we go. Timeout is now over. They're going to both get into their breaks and pop out into the court. So it is going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. They're going to, number 4 probably going to inbound it to number 13 is probably going to inbound it to either number 4 or number 10 because those are the shooting guards and the point guards. Still, let's see, it's going to be high pressure by number 3 onto number 10 most likely pretty quickly. And there we go. Looks like they're running some sort of 3-1-3 or trap defense because they're going to want to get that ball as fast as possible. But I'm not 100% sure. So number 13 is going to pass it off to number 23 down in the lower key. Pass it off to number 10, back to number 4, and now back to number 10 again. Nice pass, which is a little bit too much heat on that one, off to number 23's fingertips, and now it's going to Half Moon Bay ball. 35 seconds back under that shot clock there. 15 is going to inbound that probably to number 3, number 1, and they're going to go dribble that back down. So they have plenty of time right there. Number 3 is going to be guarded tightly by number 4. He's going to do a couple in between the legs, pass it off to number 1, who's going to be guarded tightly by number 10. Very solid defense, tons of contact, puts it up for 2 points, and that is going to rattle itself almost in, but just out of the off the iron and back to Menlo-Atherton ball. So no points scored in the past 2 minutes here. Number 10 is going to be tightly guarded by number 1, crosses over, passes it to number 1 again, swings it back to number 10, swings it around to number 13, back to number 10 again, trying to find that hole in that defense using the ball movement because they're going to make the defense shift around, pass it to number 4, almost loses it, but keeps handles of the ball. It's going to dribble a little bit. Looks like it's going to line up for a shot, but no, it's almost stolen by number 3. Number 10 has it, does a little pro hop right there, pass it off to number 1 for a wide open 3. It's going to be in right there. That's going to add 49 to 34. Fantastic shot there by Menlo. Stolen again by Menlo-Atherton, as you can see right there by that another look. It's going to go right in for another swish. Menlo-Atherton brings it back, and it is going to be blocked. It's going to be Half Moon Bay ball right away. Very high tempo basketball, still 49-34. Half Moon Bay is going to take it down, and it's going to be number 3 for a 3, and that's going to go in. What a shot right there. And now it's going to be another timeout. So back-to-back threes for both teams. Very high tempo basketball. Still a 12-point game. So Menlo-Atherton does have the lead still. Very high percentage shooting for both teams outside the arc, as you guys can tell. So both timeouts only have a couple seconds left for them. Only 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to play in this fourth quarter. So Menlo-Atherton does have the slight lead and advantage, obviously, because of home court. But the Cougars might be able to come back, get a couple threes here and there, and then maybe try to take a tie or go for the lead. Looks like Menlo-Atherton has slowly been pulling away. It looks like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but they're eventually kind of clawing their way forward out to a larger and larger lead. So both teams are going off into the court. It is going to be a Half Moon Bay ball in the baseline play. Number 13 is going to play it in. Both teams playing high tempo, and it looks like very spread out offensive play right there by Menlo-Atherton. Swings it out to number 4, and now back to number 1 again. He's wide open, swings to number 23. He gets the foul. Oh, it's going to be a travel. He takes that step right before the layup, which is going to cost them that 2 points, but that's they're going to get back into defense, and number 11 is going to sub in for number 1. Just 3 minutes left in this quarter to play. Number 15 is going to pass it in to number 3. He was asking for the ball to be rolled, and so the clock would not start, so they get those few extra seconds, which could obviously be those extra points that are very valuable to them. So number 3 takes a pump fake, swings it around, passes it to number 11, takes a shot. Number 10 almost gets his fingers on that one. Maybe does, and it bounces off the side of the rim. Very high pressure. Half Moon Bay does get the ball back. Full court switch. Number 11 keeps it in. He steps up, takes that jump shot, and that's going to be 2 more points for Half Moon Bay. So 2 minutes, 40 seconds to play. 39-49, 10-point game. And number 13 is going to pass it off to number 1, back to number 13 again, back to number 4, back to number 13, back to number 1. Very good defense right there, almost like a weave. And number 1's going to go right off for the layup. He does get blocked, but number 10 is going to swing it around to number 4, and the coach wants him to pass it around to waste that time. The coach says, okay, you got to run down this clock, get as many seconds off as possible, and then you're going to want to go take that shot. So still 49-39. Maybe some extra points coming in pretty soon. Number 4 gets the ball back. Still 18 seconds left to play. Very solid defense still by Half Moon Bay, not letting him drive any closer. Almost stolen right there. Dives on the floor, but Menlo-Atherton ends up with the ball. Pass it to 23. Good to control that. Number 4 pump fakes, takes the 3 off the outside of the left side of the rim. Number 23 gets the ball back, and it's going to be off of Menlo-Atherton, and it's going to be Half Moon Bay ball. Another substitution for Half Moon Bay. Now the Cougars really do need to get some points very quickly. You're probably going to see a couple fouls here and there to try to slop the clock, or maybe many outside of the arc shots. So they're going to roll the ball as he wanted earlier to make the clock start. And that was an interesting play right there. Trying to roll too long, but that's going to cost him a few points right there. But it is going to be, never mind. It is going to be blocked by Half Moon Bay. So very good recovery right there. That ball roll almost cost the number 11. Dribbles it out. Number 21 as the pump fake. Pass it out to number 3. Takes the 3, and it's going to be just a little bit long. Back for the rebound and a put back, and it's going to be a timeout, Cougar timeout. So now it's only down 41-49. So only 8-point game. That's very, very, very close, folks. It's going to be a very close game. So let's go take another look at that. So as you can see, the put back gave them that extra 2 points, which could be super valuable in the end. So it's only going to be probably a 30-second timeout. Still no fouls since then. It's still 4 fouls for Menlo-Atherton and 6 fouls for the Cougars of Half Moon Bay. And the timeouts left, which is super important for both teams. Both teams have 3 timeouts, and that can be very, very key. Because obviously they want to stop the clock and make as much time as possible. And you can also be very strategic with timeouts. You can use one to advance the ball up the court to the other team's half, which you can see that in pro games and college games also, so they can get closer to the basket and spend less time having to dribble the ball up the court. And as I said earlier, the seconds, every single second is super valuable. You can get a basket in just 3 seconds. You can go one pass, couple dribble pass again, and take the shot, and that could be 3 points very easily right there. So Menlo-Atherton ball, very high pressure, full court press, and it's going to actually work out, and it's still going to be Menlo-Atherton ball, even though it looked like it could have been off them, but no, good tip, and still Menlo-Atherton ball. So 13 is going to look for number 10. He's going to be trapped right away on the corner. He's going to make his way through. He's going to dribble through every single person, and it's going to lay that in, but it does not go in, and it's going to be a out-of-bounds play. He tries to lay it in, but it goes out of bounds. So number 15 is going to end up at the ball. So very, very good defense. Well, pretty lucky and a little bit of luck and a bit of skill right there. Number 11 is going to take it down. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. They're going to have to get a 3 very quickly to see if they can stay in this game. But it's going to be stolen by Menlo-Atherton. They're going to slow it down pretty quickly. So Menlo-Atherton's ball, once again, double team trap. Number 1 has the ball. It's going to be fouled by number 12 to stop the clock. Here comes the foul situation. They're going to try to foul, stop the clock, and keep going. That's going to be a holding foul. And now it's into single bonus because they do have the allotted foul count. So number 1 is going to go take that. So this is the way it works, is if 7 fouls means it's 1-1. So if they make it, they get to take 1 more. If he misses, obviously it's a live play. Here we go. Number 1 takes it, 2 dribbles, and it's going to be in. He is going to get 1 more shot right there. That's going to be a very key free throw. Give him some more cushioning. It's going to be a 9-point lead, 50-41. Still a very close game, though. Anything could happen within this last minute and 10 seconds. If Menlo-Atherton does end up getting 1 more basket after this, it's probably going to be a game sealer, but you never know. Anything can happen in basketball. Anything can happen within a minute. It's a huge amount of time in basketball because each team has 3 timeouts left. Menlo-Atherton does take the ball, and he does finish that off. So it's going to be 51-41, 10-point lead. Number 3 takes it down against the opponent. Number 3 does a couple between the legs and crossovers, try to get rid of the defense. He pulls up, looks for the 3, not open. Number 11 takes it. Number 15 is open for the 3. He does take that, and that's going to be in. Super clutch, and it's going to be another timeout to stop the clock. 56.6 seconds left to play. Let's go check that out from another angle. And did you see that swish? That was just fantastic. Nothing but net. 51-44. Super close game still. That's going to be a 7-point game. So 7-point game is at the least. That's going to be 3 possessions if they all get back-to-back-to-back points. That's going to be 2 threes and a 2 or 2 twos and 1 3, which is definitely doable in 56 seconds. So both teams have still been tenacious and high tempo for the entire game. So this timeout is definitely going to help them because you don't get a lot of stoppages, and even if there is one, it's just back-to-back court, dribbling up and down and running back and forth as fast as possible with tons of change of pace and direction. The defense has definitely picked up for Half-Moon Bay because they're going full court press, which is a risky thing to do, but if it does pay off, they will be able to steal the ball and be already in the Menlo-Atherton half with a player advantage. They can have like a 3 versus 2 and then take the outside shot or going for the 2-pointer. But if it doesn't pay off, then Menlo-Atherton will be able to dribble through Half-Moon Bay's press. Usually dribbling through press doesn't work too often, but it worked once. They can swing it around and get also a man advantage on the other side. So there's the risk versus reward of the full court press. As you can see here, we have half the players on either side of the court trying to block that inbound play or trying to at least keep them on the side for a 10-second value. Oh, there we go. And, oh, wait, never mind. Number 13 does get the ball, and he's going to try to swing it around, pass it off to number 12. 10-second violation almost comes up, but no, number 12 blocks it. Then number 10 is going to get it off the court, and that's going to be called as a travel. So the full court press does pay off. He tries to not let go out of bounds, but it is going to be a travel. It's going to be Half-Moon Bay ball. 45 seconds left. Number substitution for them. They're going to have to get a basket or a 3 here to have any chance of maybe coming back in this game. Number 3 gets the ball quickly, dribbles up, tries to find an open shot. No one open yet. And swings it off to number 11 who gets the open 3. It's going to be a little bit too long. They're going to get the rebound back though, but Menlo-Atherton is going to poke it off, and it's going to be a foul. And it's going on to be on number 12. And that's going to be the 8th foul, and as you know, 1-1. So that's going to be a chance with the Menlo-Atherton to get 2 more points, which could seal the game right here, put them back with up to around 9-point lead. So number 12 is, oh, sorry, my bad. The foul was on number 21, not number 12. In fact, number 12 is going to take some free throws here from Menlo-Atherton, trying to get those extra points to seal this game and give them more of a cushion so they can afford a few baskets. Only 35 seconds left in the game, so not too much. Number 12 takes it, and there we go, 1-1, so he's going to be able to shoot 1 more free throw, so 52-44. Substitution and for Half-Moon Bay, and the Menlo-Atherton coach wants the signaling to the players to do more communication, to talk on defense, to make sure they don't make any simple and bad errors. Number 12 has the ball. He's going to take another free throw. He's going to miss it, but Menlo-Atherton is going to get the ball back. Number 10 spins, and he's going to get fouled for another 2 points, helped up by both teams. And I think that's going to be the game right there. If he can seal these two, then that's definitely going to be enough points for our Cushing. Can put it up to a 10-point lead. So foul is on number 3. That is 19 fouls. One more to get to 10 would be double bonus, which means no matter what, the team who's shooting or gets fouled does get automatically 2 shots, even if they miss the first one. So the ref is cleaning up the court right there. Now he's going to pass it off to number 10 for his first of the first free throw shots. If he makes the first one, then he gets to shoot again. Everyone's getting lined up to box everyone out. Takes 2 dribbles, shoots it, and that is in. So there we go. And number 10 is going to take the ball back and try to get another shot. 53-44 with 32.6 seconds left to go. He takes 2 dribbles, spins the ball around, takes the shot, and that's going to be in. That's going to be 54-44, 10-point lead. Quick inbound play by Halfmoon Bay. Try to catch the opponents off guard. Does it in and out right there. Looks for the open shot, doesn't get it. Number 1 looks for a deep 3, also doesn't get it. And quick shot by Halfmoon Bay there. It's going to be thrown up, but no point right there. Number 4 is going to get the ball. Probably going to look to foul him. But no, does not let him get fouled. Number 12 gets the ball, and it is going to be stolen by number 11. It is going to be thrown off Menlo-Atherton, and it is going to be, oh, wow, that's an interesting play right there. It's going to be Menlo-Atherton ball. Must have already been out of bounds when the Halfmoon Bay player threw it off. Only 15.3 seconds left, 9 fouls to the Cougars, and only 4 to the Bears. Inbounds play number 13 looks like he's wide open, but decides to pass it off to number 13, almost over the half court. Gets fouled by number 11, 13.9 seconds left to play. Here's the foul game, trying to elongate the game and get as many tries at the basket as possible. So now 10 fouls are on the board, and here we go. So this is 2 shots automatically for number 13. So as you can tell, there is no one in the key to box out because they don't need to get this rebound. They'd rather play defense and not let up that 3. They'd be happy to let them take the ball down the court and don't have to pressure them at all because they don't want to afford any easy breaks and points. He already makes the first one. Will he be able to make the second one? He dribbles a few times, picks it up, dribbles again, and takes the shot. It's going to be in off the rim a few times, and that's going to be points. So there we go. Number 1's taking the ball around. He dribbles, takes a long 3, and that is actually going to go in. 8.3 seconds left. Now 6 seconds left, and that's going to be the end of the game. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to be fouled just to elongate the game, and there's only, it's a 9-point game. That 3 was very nice under pressure. That was a few feet outside the arc, but still, that's going to be pretty much the end of this game. It's going to be number 4. It's going to be able to shoot those. As you can tell, no one is going to be in the key for those rebounds because who needs it? They'd rather they'd afford a rebound. They'd trade rebounds and be able to play easy defense. Number 4 takes the first shot off the back of the rim. Teammates congratulate him. It's all good. They're going to try to let him make the second one right there. 1 shot left for number 4 here. Will he be able to capitalize on this 1 extra point to bring it up to a 10-point lead? Yes, almost in and out off the back of the rim. And it looks like he's going to go for a quick 3. And yes, it is not good. And that's going to be the end of this game. So the final score tonight, folks, is 56 Menlo-Atherton, 47 to the Halfmoon Bay Cougars. And we want to thank our entire MC student crew. I'm Jackson Aldrich. This has been a student sports production of the Mid-Penn Media Center, and everyone, have a fantastic night.